Hello traders, good afternoon. My name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is our webinar, daily analytical report. So today I will tell you what is going on the markets, and we'll look for decent trading setups, but obviously we need to start with the macro calendar. So in the macro calendar, we had a lot of data for British pound, and actually British pound. The situation on the sterling is the most interesting right now. So what do we have here is on Monday? We had industrial production, manufacturing production came worse than expectations. We had also GDP, which is not highlighted here, which came better than expectations, but the most important development was new remarks, new rhetoric from Mr. Barnier, who is responsible for negotiations from the European Union about the Brexit. And I won't tell you what he exactly said, but we're getting closer to the deal. This is, if you're a technical trader, I guess it's all you have to need. We do not have to go into details there. So we're getting closer to the deal, and it's an optimistic information for the British pound. That is why, even despite the negative technical situation, we do have a positive. Now we previously we had a negative situation, technical situation, but we got an upswing, and this is the cause of this upswing is the fundamentals. To be honest with you, on British pound to Canadian dollar, for example, I saw one of the best setups from the price action point of view, from the technical analysis point of view, and it got denied, quite surprisingly. Well, not good times for the technical analysis on the cable. Today we got, just recently, we got average earnings better than expectations. So this is, well, we got a high volatility on pound, but I guess that now we're slightly higher than last hour. So it's maybe this data did not bring us such a positive swings, positive movement on the cable, but we are higher. As it is Tuesday, so the first daily analytical report this week, we need to check the calendar. And this week is pretty important for the pound because you can see here, as we said, but also we had monetary policy summary, interest rate decision, Bank of England minutes. So definitely super important day, week for the British pound. And also on Thursday will be awesome. CPI inflation from US, interest rate decision from Eurozone, and it will all start with the job data from Australia overnight. So you can see a huge day. Thursday expect volatility on many instruments. On Friday, we'll finish this with retail sales, industrial production from China. Also important event for the pound, so speech from Mark Carney, and retail sales from US. So pretty busy week ahead of us. As you can see, we are mixed. We got a high volatility recently. This long shadows. We have a doji candle. This shows that we went higher, lower, higher, but the outcome of this is the same, so we are on the same levels as before this volatility started. So cable was below the major downtrend line, which connects the major lower high since the May. And most recently, the price created a flag and bounced also from the horizontal resistance here. And this bounce from the horizontal resistance was a pretty strong sell signal, especially that it was later strengthened by the breakout of the lower line of the flag, and the price went significantly lower. Then the price met the horizontal support here and then bounced, creating a right shoulder. But the right shoulder, creation of the right shoulder stopped here. Instead of going any lower, the price stopped and went higher. So this is a pretty negative situation for the sellers, positive for the buyers. And the sellers had a chance for this head and shoulder formation, but they failed to break the neckline. They failed to create the right shoulder, to finish the right shoulder. Instead of that, we are breaking horizontal resistance, we are breaking dynamic resistance, and we are coming back inside of the flag. We are above three major resistances, which are now major supports. Price closing a day above this white area, white resistance, will be a proper buy signal. Price closing a day above the red area will be a proper buy signal. So this is the situation British pound. Now they are struggling a little bit after this data. As you can see, we are doing good, and reversal. Then the price went higher. Maybe that was just a stop loss activation of those who entered here. We will see. We will see how the situation will develop. Anyway, daily candlestick closing above the white area will be a proper buy signal. British pound to Canadian dollar here, to be honest with you, that was a golden price action setup. Whatever you will say, this is how the situation looks like. So there was a nice downtrend correction. And this correction ended, well, not ended, but you can see almost ended, with two shooting stars, strong candlestick patterns, strong candlestick bearish patterns, two shooting stars on the downtrend line and on the horizontal resistance here. That is absolutely huge. Let me also check the Fibos. That was 23.6 Fibonacci resistance. Two daily shooting stars in a row, bouncing from the dynamic downtrend line and horizontal resistance on a daily chart. That is proper sell. But the price failed to go lower. The price failed to follow this and went higher instead. What is happening now? Let me show you this. This is a potential correction equality pattern, and here is 38.2, which marks this as a proper resistance. Also, you will not be surprised that this is a resistance because you can see it was recently an important level. So, okay, let me remove this correction equality pattern because you already know it exists, and it's on 38.2 Fibonacci. So here's this resistance. What happened in a greater detail here? Why I didn't open this position? This is first shooting star, this is another shooting star. I didn't open this position because the price did not break the short-term uptrend line, mid-term uptrend line, and this horizontal support. So for me, I would get a proper sell signal when the price would get there. Oh. When the price would get there. The price did not get there. Instead of that, they broke the resistance, went higher. Now the resistance is being tested as a closest support. It's defended as a support as we speak. So now we do have a high chances for the price to test this 38.2. And that is, in my opinion, a proper buy signal. If the price does not want to go down, most probably it will go up. How about the risk to reward ratio? So if you buy here, your stop loss is on 80 pips. Let's say your take profit is on 150 pips. Fair enough, that is an interesting risk to reward ratio. Now, British pound to Japanese yen, where from those pairs with pounds, this is one of the, well, this is the worst among those three. Why? We had, because the price did not break the downtrend line, like here or here, we are still below and we are still quite far. And also we can have a chance for the correction equality pattern here. And also we did not come back above this broken uptrend line here, which was tested already twice. This may still result with a drop. I was talking about the great sell signal here, but again I draw this horizontal support here, and I said that the breakout of this green line, only breakout of this green line, will trigger us a sell signal. The breakout did not happen, so there was no sell signal whatsoever. So on British pound to Japanese yen, we still have chances for a further drop. And I think that on cable, price coming back below this level will increase the chances for this drop. On British pound to Canadian dollar, price coming back below the orange line will increase the chances for that drop. So definitely interesting days ahead of the British pound. Euro dollar, that was a beautiful bounce from the super important long-term uptrend line. Not uptrend line, but horizontal support. Absolutely beautiful. So especially that we had this head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. So the sell signal was almost there, but this support was defended. And when the head and shoulder pattern is denied, head and shoulder pattern is denied when the price breaks the line connecting the top of the head and the top of the right shoulder. We were almost there today. No need for this, but this is head and shoulder, this is inverse head and shoulder, this is inverse head and shoulder. So you can see that this euro dollar is following those head and shoulder patterns. Now we have to also label the horizontal resistance here. This is this area. Price being below the blue area is still a negative signal. Price coming back above the blue area will be a proper buy signal. Now what we are having here, that looks like a flag, upswing flag, upswing. That is situation on euro dollar. I'm sorry. Whoop. All right, I think that the rectangle was labeled with white color, that is why. Okay, I was able to grab it. This is the resistance. Price coming back above the blue area will be a buy signal. Price breaking the yellow area will be a sell signal. Price breaking the red area will be a super strong buy signal. Bitcoin, descending triangle, horizontal support, dynamic resistance. Most recently, bounce from the dynamic resistance, bounce from the horizontal support, dynamic resistance. This correction is the flag. Breakout of the lower line of the flag, and the price is going down. Then, small correction, breakout, correction. Most probably a breakout. Here, nice lower line of the correction. Proper flag. What's that? That's a proper flag too. Most probably breakout and sell, aiming the levels below $6,000. Gold is really struggling after this reversal. Many people thought that V-shape reversal or inverse head and shoulder formation will bring us a proper upswing. This optimism stopped on the first important resistance, which was 23.6 Fibonacci, this yellow line here. The price entered the no man's land really. As long as we stay below this line, we don't have a proper buy signal. We are having a triangle, so we can break the lower line of the triangle, which can be especially dangerous because it's in the same time head and shoulder formation. So breakout of the lower line of the triangle will activate also head and shoulder formation, and that can bring us a proper sell signal, which will test $1,160 for ounce again. Breakout of the green area will bring us a buy signal. Australian dollar to Japanese yen. Oh, my trend line is not looking like that. This is my trend line. This is nice because the trend line is almost being, was almost broken, but eventually got defended. And the price also bounced from the horizontal resistance here. The long-term trend is negative. The price has a long-term head and shoulder pattern. So this setup looks interesting. Downswing correction, most probably a downswing for the proper buy signal, because this can be considered as a flag formation. For the better visibility, let's do it like that. This can be considered as a flag formation. If so, we need to see the breakout of the pink line first. Come back above the orange line will kill the sell signal. Euro to Japanese yen. After the bounce here from this lower line of the wedge, price is aiming higher. We came back above this horizontal support. We are breaking the upper line of the wedge. This is good. The price most probably will break the black downtrend line here and will climb higher and higher and higher. That is really nice buy signal once the price will break the black area, a black line. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, this is pretty clean. This is pretty clean. Downswing, correction, downswing, correction, downswing. Broken support was tested as a resistance. Now the price is going down. This setup should result with a further drop, and nobody would be surprised if the price go lower, because the major uptrend line is broken. If you want this low, fair enough. It's all gone. The price should be aiming lower now. American dollar to Canadian dollar. Well, here I was thinking about the proper buy signal. The upswing, correction, upswing, small correction, which should result with further upswing, especially that we were above this yellow area. But the price broke this yellow area and went lower. Okay, fair enough. We are still, now we are in the no man's land. We are in a correction mode. It is a correction of the upswing, so the further upswing is more probable. Yellow area, despite being broken here, is still respected here and here, especially today as it's a daily high. But it's a no man's land. We need to see the significant upswing for a buy signal or a bounce from the blue area. For the buy signal, breakout of the blue area will be a sell signal. American dollar to Japanese yen. What do we have here is a denial of this head and shoulder formation. The price went above the neckline, then here they didn't respect the neckline as a resistance, but here they respected the neckline as a support. And the price after the breakout bounced from the support and went higher. So this is really, really nice. I think that the most important horizontal level for now, for the short-term situation, is here. I think as soon as 61.8 Fibo is broken, there's no need to have it. DAX. Hello, DAX. Hello, because we just made new midterm lows. We are on the lowest level since the end of March. And the price is having absolutely beautiful head and shoulder pattern. I think that every trader in the world who's looking at DAX can see this pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. This is pretty dangerous for this situation here. Okay, this line, but there is also this line. Only hope for the buyers is bounce from this area, break out of this horizontal resistance and break out of this downtrend line. But the price closing a week below this blue area will be a strong sell signal. Oil, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, possibly a sell, but you cannot think about selling as long as we are above this uptrend line and above this horizontal support here. Okay, we have some time. Let's bring more instruments. For example, American indices, S&P 500, where are you? S&P 500, template, new template, blue. On a daily chart. Okay. That's bad, because that's a long-term support which is supposed to be defended but is now respected. They failed the defense here, now is respected as a resistance. Uptrend line, still working. Horizontal resistance here, support. Okay, we are still positive here, but price getting there, proper sell signal, and obviously sell signal on the American indices should just accelerate the movement on the European instruments. What else? What other instrument? Euro to British pound. Yes, because I know that there is a nice trading pattern there. What is this? Low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay. Left shoulder, head, then right shoulder. Okay. Most recent neckline. The price breaks this neckline, breaks this uptrend line and goes lower. It does not look good for the buyers. Support and resistance area, unfortunately, very wide. Here, here, here. Most probably a proper sell signal on the British pound on euro to the British pound. Okay, rest of the instruments we will analyze tomorrow, and we will do live analysis. Those that I had here are the leftovers from the previous week. I usually cancel all the instruments and try a fresh analysis, but those were very good trading setups, so I would still do the same analysis anyway. Short recap. Cable. For the buy signal, we need to close a day above the white resistance or support now. For the sell signal, we need to see the price closing below this. British pound to Canadian dollar, that is a proper buy signal because we broke the downtrend line, we broke the horizontal resistance, and we canceled those shooting stars. British pound, Japanese yen. Here, beware. We can still get a sell signal because the price is bouncing from those resistances here. Euro dollar. For the buy signal, we need to see the breakout of the blue area. Bitcoin. That's rather a sell. Gold. Breakout of the red area, sell. Come back above the green area, buy. American dollar, Japanese yen. That is rather sell. Euro to Japanese yen. Breakout of the black line, that will be a buy. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, that is a proper sell. American dollar to Canadian dollar, no man's land, we have to wait for the breakout. But in addition to that, while waiting for the breakout, you can see what will happen inside of this pennant. American dollar to Japanese yen. As long as we stay above the red area, buy. Breakout of the pink area, buy. Breakout of the red area, sell. DAX on the neckline of the ultra important head and shoulder pattern. Price closing a week below the blue area, proper sell. WTI oil, price closing below the blue area, sell. S&P 500, we are still good, but price closing below the yellow support will be a proper sell. And euro to British pound, that is a proper sell because of the breakout of the downtrend line, because of the head and shoulder pattern, because of the bounce from the horizontal resistance, which was previously a support, many sell signals. So no reason to argue with that. Thanks very much guys for watching daily analytical report. If you want more trading occasions, our reviews on the market, visit our Twitter account and our website alpari.news. All the best.